when I said, hi, this is John Anderson. Are you sure you're John Anderson?
It's John Bowden from Rock History Music. How would you feel if you got a cold call from John Anderson, formerly of Yes? How would you react? What would you say? Richie Castellano, who was a big part of the new John Anderson album, well, that's what happened to him. The new John Anderson backing band is called Band Geeks, led by Richie Castellano, and the new album is called True. We'll talk about some of the songs on the record and a lot more on Rock History Music. So did you really cold call Richie out of the blue? And he said in this interview, he sounded like a blathering idiot. Did you look at it that way when he was trying to talk to you?
Well, I knew, because when I said, hi, this is John Anderson. What? Yeah, it's John Anderson. I just watched your Heart of the Sunrise video. It's incredible. You guys are amazing. Are you sure you're John Anderson? Yes, I'm John Anderson, yes. And the next thing was like, let's go on tour. That was the next thing in my brain. Let's go on tour and do some epics and classics, And he said, which ones? And I said, well, Gates of Delirium. He said, oh, yeah. And Heart of the Sunrise, of course, you know that already. And You and I, and classics, epics. Close to the Edge, That was it. And, we got on the road and they rehearsed it so well that I just walked into rehearsals and sang the whole songs in one go. So this is amazing that in my life, I'm finding a group of musicians that are happy, grateful, thankful.
The new album, man, holy snapping turtles. This album is getting freaking great reviews. And you know what? After all these years, and I know you're a prog god and a rock god and all this, but you're still a guy, and this has got to feel good.
Feels great. I couldn't ask for anything more. I'm out there every morning doing my walk, and I listen to Sibelius, and then I listen to a bit of the True album, and think, yes, it's cool.
I was just watching an interview with Richie, and he was talking about Counties and Countries, which is my favorite song on the album. But I didn't know till I heard him say that was the template. That's the first song you sent him, right?
Yeah. And it was a song that I recorded 3 or 4 different ways, a guitar and sound effects and things over the last 10 years. I thought this song could really work somewhere in my life. And it was the first one I sent to Richie, and I said, and he sent me, a week later, he sent me Shine On. I said, I think we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, Shine On's a beautiful song.
Yeah, when he sent me the production of Counties and Countries, wow, I never expected it. It's like Richie going for it,
But you didn't, but he thought it was just a rough cut, right? Like he was making it pretty because you're John Anderson, but he thought in the beginning that somehow the band, it was going to make it bigger or whatever.
Yeah, he just went for it. French horns and strings and various this and that and the other. And I just fell in love with his production, really.
He mentioned in this interview that you and his dad, his dad was the icebreaker, and you and his dad were talking about Sam Cooke. Is that one of the guys who taught you how to phrase? Because man, you know how to phrase.
Actually, I just enjoy singing, and a lot of it's when I started with Yes, I was very scared, listening to myself in the control room. And eventually I started to enjoy, I think by Fragile, I thought my voice is pretty cool.
Through Messenger, first song, I'm listening to this song and I'm going, John Anderson's still the spiritual cat that got me there in the first place. I mean, You're still connected to the something larger than yourself.
Of course, we all are. It's just that I tap into it musically and lyrically, and it's, the divine energy is all over the darn place. It's just a question of how we connect in our lifetime. And I'm very fortunate, I'm getting to that age where I was thinking, what am I going to do when I'm 80, Or maybe, because Jane, my wife, says, you've got to stay around. I want you to stay around. I said, 103. I think that would be enough.
Thank God about her.
Oh yeah, of course. And that was written I was with Yes in Vancouver doing an album, went down to Nashville to hang around with a friend for Christmas while everybody had a break, you know. And my friend there is called Robin Crow, and he's quite a musician. And we wrote actually a whole album of songs that week. And one of them was about Jane, about thank God I'm here, thank God I'm home. You know, it's like,
I think Counties and Countries is probably one of the greatest songs to me that you have ever done. In and out of the band, to me
yeah,
that gave me goosebumps, and it does what a great Yes song does. You I mean, anyone who would listen to that would say, of course he was a huge part of that. But that song builds, it takes me on
yeah,
journeys.
yeah, it opens up. And, you know, it was only a week before where I listened to it and thought, I'm missing something. And then I wrote, only for you, and then chord, only for you, only for you. I thought, that's it. That's the key to the missing part, you know.
Ocean's
Oh,
a beautiful song, by the way. I love
yeah.
that. That's a beautiful
Thank
song.
you. I was pulling out the lyrics for that because I remember the first line, the song I wrote spontaneously, as most songs I do, because if I like the music, I'll just sing. And if it works, it works. And then I listened to what I was trying to sing there, build me a river for souls to deliver life. I said, yeah, that's it. And I went through it like that. Like I'd actually sang the whole song in probably one go. And then I just started to analyze what I was trying to sing. And that's how, most of the time, that's how I work, you know.
Remember, if you want to support the channel, this is a good time to do that. YouTube is crazy these days. And we want to keep the channel online. If you can support us, there's a PayPal link at the very top of the description. Also, join our Patreon. You'll get early access to our videos. And go to our swag store. You can buy all kinds of clothing with our logo on it. Make sure you comment on our videos, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. I'm John Bogan. This is Rock History Music. Take care.